beginning. We'll just do them in the middle of the show. So, so welcome if you're just joining, and I see some people have. So welcome to the 68th edition of Shop with Diane, coming to you from my store here in Thunder Bay, Take a Hike and Take Two Boutique. I'm going to go through a number of products this evening, and if you're interested in making a purchase during the live show, especially if there's limited quantities, you're going to want to put those in the comment section. Otherwise, after the show, private message me, phone me, or text me at the end. We are going to have to talk on the phone just so I can confirm with you what your method of payment is and whether you're going to come by the store to do a pickup or do I have to mail it out to you? Because I see Lori has joined us there, and she's from out of town. I see some other town folks. That's fantastic. And Jackie has joined us, Cecile, I should say. Okay, so product number one. I don't have too many of these left, but this is from a company called Susie Blue, and they make fair trade out in Indonesia, all sorts of beautiful jewelry. But the one I have, the style that I have this evening, is one of my absolute favorites, and it is 3 strands of suede, rather than a chain suede, and then it has on it 3 beautiful feathers, and then little rings on them as well. And the price of this is $42.95. I have them in a number of colors, but not a lot in terms of quantity. In the red, which is now the color that's used to is the color to remind us of the missing and murdered women, another part of our tragedy in terms of our history, but continues today. So I have one in the red. I'll show you what that is like in terms of its length. It's really quite lovely. Oops. So do I have this on right? I've got to look at the camera. There it is. And there I am. So I have one in the red. In terms of a darker gray color, I do have one. Really quite lovely. Can you see the color there? That's better. I have in black just one. We've stocked these for quite some time, so we're just getting down in terms of our numbers. And in a light gray suede, I have maybe about 4 of those. So that would really be really something that would give you lots of pop in an outfit that you might have. So the price of this is $42.95. It's product number 1 on tonight's Shop with Diane show. So remember, if there's limited quantities and you're interested in making a purchase, I'd suggest you put that in the comment sections right off. And Terry has commented that she has one of these already and gets a lot of wear out of it. Yeah, it's just a great way to dress up any outfit. Also love it because it elongates your body and it makes us all look taller and thinner. And some of us seem to want to look taller and thinner. I don't understand that. Anyways, let's see, that was product number 1. Product number 2, before I get to that, I'm just going to give you a little bit of our history and the wonderful people that we've met over the years in terms of people who are native population to Canada. I've had the great honor and privilege of employing a number of young Aboriginal students and graduates and have learned a lot in terms of their culture through them. And but we've had incredible relationships with our customers that way, and some extra special. Now this is a beautiful, beautiful painting. When we were on Bay Street, we did a showing where we didn't take a commission. We just there was a young artist, Rod Ostamus, who was across the street quite often, just in front of the Finlandia Club, the Hoito restaurant, selling his paintings. So I offered, seeing him there a number of times, that perhaps we could host him in our store and allow him to sell his paintings at that time. Well, this is what Rod gave me as a gift afterwards, and I treasure it. It's absolutely beautiful. He is originally from Fort Hope, but his experience had him as a young man come to Thunder Bay to attend high school. And he lives in Thunder Bay now and continues to do beautiful artwork. When there weren't customers in the store, I said, Rod, maybe you can show me how you do this. Like, you're just so talented. And so I got some, this scrap paper, stock paper, and said, Rod, here's a Sharpie. Can you do some drawings? Oh my goodness, look what he did. Just freehand, and it's like laser printing, laser drawings. Just some of his beautiful, beautiful artwork. You can see the face down here in the eagle, and as well as the moose and the loon. So really talented young man, self-taught, and just one of the incredible people that I've met is having the store Take a Hike and Take Two Boutique for the past 25 years. So there's interesting how Rod has come back into my life through a brand of sunglasses that we've been carrying. And I wanted to tell that story because some of you already have these sunglasses from the Thunder Bay company called X-Specs. They're floating polarized sunglasses, which we have many in styles in stock, which are $50 each. Yes, they float. If you drop them in the water, they float. But this company didn't start first making sunglasses. They actually, the company started by Andrew and David, two local avid skiers, and they made downhill ski goggles first. And they wanted to make sure that Canada would have, because most brands are American or they're not Canadian. So they wanted to have a downhill ski glass company that had been based here in Canada. And they actually commissioned Rod, who did these paintings. I see Alina's joined us late, just catching you up. Alina, you're always late, I must say. So they commissioned Rod actually to design, put some designs together, and some of their downhill ski goggles on the bands have his artwork. So I just love how people in our community are working together and recognizing the talent and trying to support one another. So that's a little side story to tonight's show, but that would mean that the product number 2 is that we have X-Specs floating sunglasses here at the store, $50. If you'd like to try a pair on, please come in. We are open now Tuesdays and Wednesdays, 11:30 to 5 for walk-in customers, but as a test for Saturday, October the 2nd, I'm going to have that door open for walk-in customers from 10:30 to 1:30, a few hours on Saturday. So rather than doing curbside pickups on that Saturday just for a few hours, I'm going to let you in the store. So please come in this Saturday. So we've got a little extended hours. And yes, a little chatter between Alina and Lori on our comment section. We were all roommates at university, so I love to see that. Okay, next thing we have going is a little northwestern Ontario story as well. I just have one of these books left. It is from a book about Ojibwe clans, and in Ojibwe culture, there are 7 clans, and people are part of different clans. They all have different responsibilities, and which helps the community and society support itself, sustain itself that way. But from a artist who comes from Sioux Lookout, is this beautiful book of Ojibwe art and clans, which he talks about the clan and what it's known for in some of the teachings. Just an absolute beautiful book. He now lives in BC, but he does just fantastic work. And I remember a customer who saw the book and says, "Oh my God, I know that name. Is he from Sioux Lookout? Because I went to Sioux Lookout High School and he was there as well." So beautiful, beautiful book. It's the Ojibwe clan. I just have one remaining in stock. I will be getting more down the road, but if you'd like to pick this up, it's just $17.95, and by the Ojibwe artist originating from Sioux Lookout. Mark Anthony Jacobson is his name. So that is our third product on tonight's Shop with Diane show, which is also marking the first National Day of Truth and Reconciliation. Let's see, next thing we have, sort of taking that Northwestern Ontario theme further. You saw these on the other show, but I wanted to remind you as well that we have note cards. These are just a sample of some of them that we have, but I've selected these. A blank card again by Mark Anthony Jacobson. And from another one here, this is done by Bruce Morrisseau, who is from Beardmore originally, and the nephew of the very famous now woodland artist Norval Morrisseau. So please come by. And I see Linda would like the book. Absolutely, Linda. So if you're watching the repeat and you're interested in the book, let me know. And so when I should get more in, I can let you know as well. Okay, so we have a number of note cards, greeting cards, and to have you come and take a look at. And if you'd like any of those during the show, please let me know in the comment section. Next item we have is from a company called Northwest Native North and Northwest. Is that correct? And this is a company that employs commissions the work of many Indigenous artists in Canada for their products. I don't know if you can see this very well. Imprinted on the bottle in black, in this case, is a raven on a stainless steel water bottle that is going to keep your hot beverages hot for 12 hours and cold beverages cold for 24. This one is called the Dancing Eagle. You can see that design there. And we have the heron in periwinkle, and in white, the feather, which is called the Gift of Honor. So these water bottles are $32.95. They are very much like, and thank you, Kelly. Kelly's going to take one of the Black Raven water bottles. And Kelly is from across the border. She's been following this show since almost the beginning. And if all goes well, we should see Kelly here in the store in a couple of weeks. She and a friend are planning a visit, and now that they're fully vaccinated and taking every precaution. So it'll be so wonderful to see you, Kelly, make the journey north. So this is from the same company that makes swig bottles, the same factory. So in terms of top quality, I love the size. It's going to fit comfortably into a cup holder in your vehicle, and it's got an O stopper or O ring at the top to make it totally leak proof. So awesome bottles. The price on these are, did I say that? $32.95. So let me know if you would like any of these, either in the black, the wood grain, the periwinkle, or the white. So also kind of, and the eagle feather, the feather has great meaning in Indigenous culture. It is the sort of seen to be what connects the creator through, then to the bird, and then to us as humans, and sort of that channel from creator to ourselves. So has huge significance in the Indigenous culture. We can learn a lot in the spiritual teachings from all cultures, and rather than just have people abandon what they knew and what has served them well for generations. Also from the company Native Preserve uh, are these beautiful 17-ounce enamel mugs. So underneath here is carbon steel, but over top of it is enamel, and then it has a trim of stainless steel. So these are absolutely beautiful, and they are done as well by an Indigenous weaver. And this is those are her patterns that she weaves. Located on the west coast of Canada is where she originates from. But these are large size, great for hot drinks and cold drinks and soup and so on. I do have 5 of these remaining in stock, and the price on these are $60.95. So if you would like them, please let me know. Is that for your wine? Oh, somebody's asking, ha ha ha, is one of the bottles, Kelly, for the wine? I suppose it could be hot mulled wine too, if you want to keep hot beverages hot. So let me know if you'd like these beautiful gifts. And thank you, Heather, for mentioning Christmas, because my goodness, the more I read every day, I don't know how we're going to get products done in the future with their shortages of materials, and even zippers are in short supply. So, oh my goodness, we are facing some interesting times. So get on with the Christmas shopping. Remember how fun it was last year when you shopped the show and got it all done comfortably from home. Now, next thing we have is, I'll tell you another little side story is possibly the person, one of the people, I've had the pleasure of meeting a number of Indigenous people over the years. That's part of having a store and part of being interested. And I remember when my store was located in downtown Fort William on the corner of Brodie and Victoria Avenue. Victoriaville Center used to have twice a year an Indigenous art show. And from many communities across the Northwest, talented artists and craftspeople would be showing and selling their wares. And one year I went, and I met Richard Barkman. He was so talented, and what he made, and I'm going to show you a gift. He gave me this after a first meeting with him in the mall and just being interested in his work and having a lovely conversation. He then, after the show, came to me and just gave me this as a gift. The generosity of people like Richard is just amazing. So Richard, some of you may already have his work. These are tamarack birds that he handcrafted himself, and he would sell them individually, but he gave me this beautiful piece that I've treasured. And over the years, anytime he would be in Thunder Bay to visit he'd have daughters here, Darlene and the others. I've met most of his family. He'd keep bringing them in. My goodness. But Richard would always be someone who, I would call him a Renaissance man. He knew how to fix heavy equipment for the ice roads. He knew how to play music and record music. Once he was in town, he said, I'm in town to record some music, Diane. And it gave me a copy of what he had recorded. He is an incredible artist, craftsperson, and generous soul. He would quiz me about, how would you survive in the winter in the bush, Diane, with just a pot? If that's all you had, a pot, how would you survive that? I don't know, Richard. And he would tell me by burning a fire, making a fire and heating up the ground and building snow around you, and that the ground would be warm. And he would bring to me some wild plants that he would use as medicine. And he even showed me where the gold was in Sachiko. He said he was from Sachiko Lake. And I could tell you so many stories that, including why we carried snowshoes, the long, narrow ones, because Richard once said to me when we were selling the other styles, he would say to me, "So Diane, how far can you run in your snowshoes?" I said, "Run in snowshoes, Richard? Who runs in snowshoes?" And he explained the long, narrow ones, and he was just an amazing guy. I could tell you stories. Sadly, Richard has passed on, and but I have treasured the stories he's told me, and I'll continue to pass them on. So just a wonderful person. And that's, to me, it just, we need to take time to listen to each other and develop those relationships and learn from each other and trust each other and support each other. Okay, so next, that was Richard from Sachiko Lake, a dear friend who's since passed. So the birds that he made were tamarack birds, but if part of the National Day of Truth and Reconciliation, the city of Thunder Bay has been doing a number of things, including making available some cedar seedlings to be planted as a gesture to remind for children. We plant trees for the future, and in Native cultures, the cedar plant is on the medicine wheel, and it is used for many, many purposes. But this, I am going to plant a few. Thank you to the kindness of a few of our customers who picked one up and dropped one off here. And in the lot next to the store, I am going to plant a few cedars to watch them grow as part of our acknowledgement of today, and really to think about the children that have lost their lives, who've survived the incredible tragedy, but all of our children as well, and because every child matters. So thank you to customers who dropped those off, and over the years we can watch those trees grow. So good use for the lot next to my store. Okay, let's carry on. Outdoors. Richard, outdoors and the cedars, and that reminds me that we have the Thunder Bay Nature Guide here in the store. It's going into its third printing. It was just released in the spring, and people have absolutely loved this. And what this is a wonderful guide for 30 different outdoor areas in and around Thunder Bay. And this is going to talk about, it's going to give you directions to those locations. It's going to talk about the flora, the fauna, the animals, the geology, the history, as well as it makes mention of the original inhabitants of the area, the Indigenous people. So it starts, Thunder Bay is the largest city on Lake Superior in northwestern Ontario, located on the traditional territory of the Anishinaabe and Métis people. In the past, its strategic location made it a jumping off point for the Western fur trade, and it continues on. But also in other locations, it helps us understand more of the Aboriginal history and of the area, and a great introduction here in terms of when it talks about Mount McKay. And if you aren't aware, there is today, But again, tomorrow there's a powwow on Mount McKay, which is on the Fort William First Nation reserve, just adjacent to the city. But it's going. I'm going to read this more carefully now and be more respectful of this. Lake Superior is known to the Anishinaabe Nation as Gitchaguming, and it continues on. Talks about just a lot of wonderful things like Sleeping Giant, Nanabiju, and so it's here in the guide. So today is getting us to be a little just more serious about learning Native culture and history, and it's here in the guide. So if you would like a copy, these are $30. The autumn here is amazing. And if you're not here but watching elsewhere, it's already the end of September and we have not had a frost yet. And that is so unexpected. And it seems that it'll be quite a while before we get one. So just wonderful about that. So next thing we have, I'm going to take Thunder Bay theme. Here is something you've never seen before. If you've been watching from the beginning, I only got these this week. And so what I have here, look at this, how beautiful this is. This is a ornament. It's an ornament that is zinc, and it's been designed by Kent Gowler from Winnipeg, who designed this. It's the same on the front, on the back. It's a beautiful ornament. It's 2 inches in diameter. It's zinc, and it is produced in Montreal. So it's an all-Canadian product, a great ornament. It says the Sleeping Giant, but we know that to be Nanabiju, and there's a legend behind that as well. The price on this is $9.95. So what a wonderful gift to give somebody who is perhaps from Thunder Bay but living elsewhere, or just a souvenir to a visitor. $9.95 here at the store. So let me know if you would like one of these. Where are we in our list of products? We're up to product number 8. So let me know if you would like that. Also with Thunder Bay theme, product number 9 is a keychain. So again, out of the zinc. Can that focus? There we go. Out of zinc, it's 2 inches. No, it's not. I think it's an inch and about a half long, and less than that wide in terms of its dimensions. And on one side it has that enamel, on the other it does not. The price on these are $8.95. So another wonderful souvenir gift, a great stocking stuffer. Let me know if you would like one of those. And since maybe it's, just another thing that Thunder Bay is really greatly known for is, can this focus? Oh my goodness. Sometimes I can get the camera just zooming in quickly, and that's just by chance, and other times it doesn't want to cooperate. There we go. This is a 1 inch by 1 inch lapel pin, a great souvenir item for Terry Fox, or commemorating the Terry Fox Lookout, where Terry ended his Marathon of Hope just east of the city here. And the price on these are $7.95, but I am going to donate $1 from the purchase of the sale of each of these towards next year's Terry Fox run. So a great souvenir gift, a great way to support a great cause. And Terry is definitely considered one of Canada's most outstanding people, heroes whose life ended way too soon. So let's carry on. Hopefully you'll get those gifts. Come on, you haven't seen those before, have you? So here's the place to get them on the Shop with Diane show. So how are we doing, everybody? Let's see. Next product, and since I sort of went on a detour into a little tour. Look, I'm getting your Christmas shopping done. Let's do some local packaging of things together. You know, somebody's going to come visit you next summer and you want to get them all excited. Here's a great little combo for Christmas, a nature guide, the Hoito Authentic Pancake Mix, which is a fundraiser by the Finnish co-op with the hope of reopening the Hoito restaurant on Bay Street across from my former location. And this has 3 cups of pancake mix. What you do is you take 1 cup of mix, 1 1/3 cup, let it rest for 30 minutes, or you can do it the night before. And this is going to make 6 pancakes per cup. So in total, 18 pancakes. Oh, people that have tested this say these are really good. Even and hey, we had to pass the uh, the Finlandia Co-op Board of Directors to make sure it was great. The other great thing about this, it is manufactured locally by Big Lake Pasta, and sort of a bit of a project brainchild of Steve Scully, who's on the board now. He has the ski house, and Steve rode his bike up to the store, which is not far from here. And we just chatted about this briefly, and we're talking about the environment. And he said, you got to mention that the bag is made of compostable materials. So a great product, really a great collaborative effort here in the community between the retailer Big Lake Pasta and the Finnish co-op. So if you'd like these are $9 each and available on our front counter. But let me know if you'd like to get some of those ready as well. How are we doing with our time? So if you're just joining us, I see some people have. You're welcome to the 68th edition of Shop with Diane, which is been coming to viewers everywhere across the country, across the border. In this type of format, a virtual live stream shopping show. It happens just about every Thursday, so at 7 o'clock, but there are recordings of these shows done. You can access them either through our webpage, which is now take2online.ca, or check our Facebook page and you can access it there, or the new Shop with Diane YouTube channel. Lots of ways to watch the show and shop this way. I know their stores are open and you're all running in every direction. And some of the things that you did during lockdown, like watch shows like this, maybe have fallen down your list of priorities. I need you to get us back at the top of the list, people. Okay. It's tough out here. And I know you're there to help. So get some friends watching this as well. Thank you, Gail. This is going to take a Terry Fox pin. Much appreciated. So let's keep going with tonight's show. Alex and Ani, I've been over the last year and a half showing several styles of Alex and Ani bracelets. And yes, I still do have some October birthstone bracelets that are available, regular $34 for $20, both in gold and silver bracelets with the pink birthstone in it. So I'll just remind you, have those. But out of their collection, we have as well one that is called a wrap. A wrap is a little different than the others, meaning you don't open and you don't adjust them as easily. There's more of a solid piece. And so this, I think, is one of my favorites. It's the feather, and I can open it up by pulling it like this. It expands the opening. What I love about Alex and Ani bracelets is because they expand open, they fit wrists of many sizes. Women with larger hands as well who struggle to find jewelry find that these fit them really great. And it's got that antique look to it. What it is zinc or brass underneath, and then a coating of Ruffelian, which is really Russian gold, or if it was silver, which I don't have these in silver, but um, Russian gold in this case. And these are made in Rhode Island out of recycled materials. So with them, they also come with a description about the symbol. And in this case, it's the feather, which represents truth, light, and virtue. On the reverse, it says, an object representing light and air, a feather is the bearer of truth and justice. Ancient Egyptians believe a pure heart weighed as light as a feather. In Christianity's feathers represent virtues of charity, hope, and faith. Bestow the feather to seek wisdom and reach new heights. Now, we've carried Alex and Ani jewelry for at least 10 years. And every time I read this, I say to the customer, and I really can't believe that they did not incorporate the meaning of the feather in terms of North American native culture either. So isn't that another illustration where we have sort of swept North American native culture under the rug? But I think we just add to the meaning. It just tells us that the feather has great meaning for many cultures. So the price on this beautiful bracelet is $70, 70. So let me know if you would like one of those. They're just absolutely beautiful. As well, from Alex and Ani, we have one that has the arrowhead. Hopefully the focus. Can we focus, please? I think it's focused. And it works up. Please. Pretty, please. Okay. I love it that it's silver and gold, a little arrowhead in the classic Alex and Ani bracelet where I just open it up like this, and just maybe it'll work better shown like this. And there we go. What is the meaning of the arrowhead? It's protection, and the arrowhead is a symbol of protection, courage, and strength. An ancient talisman, it has long been worn as a shield during travel and adventure. It is meant to keep you safe. It is your guard. Deflect that which does not serve you well. As you journey through life, you are protected. So great meaning to these, and if you're interested in this one, it's $34. So I don't have many of those left. Let me know if you'd like the arrowhead. It's really lovely when you start to stack bracelets. You really add some embellishment. And Tracy's going to take a sleeping giant ornament. Terrific. And a pancake mix. I see a theme there, Tracy. So the just wearing multiple bracelets really adds to the look. And I have, Alex and Ani has a series of beaded bracelets as part of what they call the primal spirit wrap. So can you see those colors? Are they coming out there? So we have one in the purple. We have, and that one is, they call it Abergine. And Louise, if you're watching, I'm sorry to do this to you because it seems everything that's purple has your name on it. So we have the purple Abergine. We have it in gold. They call this woodland. So these are glass beads, actually. And they just wrap around. One size fits most everyone. This one is called Savannah in the orange glass beads. And finally, these are clear glass beads, but with a gold underneath. They just have sort of that beautiful, beautiful glow about them. So price on these each are $34. Let me know if you would like any of those. And, just keep stacking bracelets. The more, the better. That's what I say. The more, the better. So those are our products number 12, 13, and 14 on tonight's Shop with Diane show, where we are celebrating our 25th anniversary being in business here in Thunder Bay. If you're just watching us from out of town, the store is in Thunder Bay, and we're located on North McKellar Street, just adjacent to the Fort William Gardens on the east side, the lake side of the gardens. And let's see. Next thing I'm going to do, let me see. I'm going to go another detour again. Okay, so we've told a few stories about how I've met some incredible Indigenous artists in the past and learned from them a great deal, as well as last winter, we're all worried about how we're going to get through that long winter, especially if we're in lockdown. And every week I was looking for ideas to keep our spirits high. And in the fall, last fall, I suggested that we get to the garden center and get ourselves some tulips or daffodils or hyacinths in bulbs. And I want you to do that this year as well. What you do is then you take those and you put them in the refrigerator until January or February, and then you take them out. And what I did is in a glass vase, filled the glass vase with stones, but on top of that set a bulb, several bulbs, and had beautiful, beautiful blooms through the winter months indoors. And some of you received them as I gave some of those away as well. And you told me how much you enjoyed it. I'm just giving you a reminder. Get to the garden center, get yourself some bulbs. So this winter you can get that done as well. So that's a little bit of a side note, because if I don't tell you now, and thank you, Linda, is going to take a gold glass bead bracelet. Thank you. Okay, now we also have Thanksgiving coming. And I did say at the start of the show that I was going to do a draw for dinner for two. The week previous, it was a dinner for four, but oh my goodness, Dave, oh my goodness, Dave Thomas, the owner of Salt and Pepper Catering, he said, Diane, what I could do is I can donate. He's going to donate a couple of extra dinners. So we decided to go once again into this and do a draw. So thank you, Dave Thomas. Salt and Pepper Catering has a wonderful menu. They are taking orders for dinner until tomorrow. So if you didn't check out their menu yet and would like some individually packaged, beautiful, beautiful, very wonderful meals, then here we go. And the winner is Al Cerruti. Okay, Al was in the other day, and he's won dinner for two. So I know that's probably Terry's in the background jumping around, knowing that she doesn't have to do Thanksgiving dinner. So thank you, Al, for that, coming into the store and being a longtime customer. And congratulations. But now everybody's going to want to be decorating for Thanksgiving. I want to show you that we have still many of these absolutely beautiful, realistic looking maple leaf wreaths. Dimensions, I think these are maybe about 16 inches across. These are $16.95 as well. What we have are swags, beautiful swags. And these are $14.95 for this beautiful swag. But what you can do if you want to be creative is take the swag apart, and then you can have this just stuck into a vase or two. So there's many ways that you can decorate using this. But if you've been to our store, you know that we just look for the most realistic looking flowers, artificial flowers, and naturals. So you won't be disappointed when you pick these up, and very, very well priced. So we have those as well. I think that's bringing our show to a early completion. I'm getting quick on these. What do you think? How is that possible? I think I talk way too much. Thumbs up on that, everybody. But listen, thank you very much for joining us for our live show or watching the recording of Shop with Diane. It happens every Thursday, most every Thursday. I am going to just remind you, however, that our store is, let me just change something here. Our store is open Tuesdays and Wednesdays, 11:30 to 5. If you're here in Thunder Bay, drop in and check out our beautiful fall collection of clothing, plus the items that you see during our shopping shows. Many of those are still available for your purchase here in the store. This Saturday, I have a few people that are planning or needing to come in, so I'm going to make a special opening, and I thought, why would I do it just for them? It's for all of you. So, you know, it's a test to see if 10:30 to 1:30 on a Saturday is doable for both of us. Remember, this is a one-woman show, and I'm doing my very best to keep my energy up and being able to do this. And remember, if you have placed an order, you're going to need to call me at 628-4334, area code 807-628-4334, to confirm the availability of your order, and that I know when you're going to come by to pick those up, whether you're going to do it at curbside or whether you're going to come into the store. We can do curbside tomorrow from 11 till 5. Saturday, that's not correct. Saturday, you're going to 10:30 to 1:30. You can come into the store, or Monday 11 to 3. Isn't that been fun? So listen, this has been I'll just change one more thing. Yeah, I don't know what I have planned for next week. It's always a surprise to you. It's a surprise to me until a couple of days before when I see what products. I do have puppets coming. I understand they should be here tomorrow, but I will show you some new puppets on next week's show. So thank you very much, everyone. Miigwech. And if you haven't already, take a look at the movie Indian Horse on Netflix, or look on some of the CBC on the network. They have some special shows for today's National Truth and Reconciliation Day. Plus, there's many other ways that we can all become more familiar with the truth of our Canadian history. And through this whole experience, what I think I've gained is a better understanding and greater empathy. And that is part of how we will heal together and reconcile a very tragic past. So everyone, see you soon. Stay well, and thanks for joining. Good night. See ya.